Marc Marquez edges closer to the 2025 MotoGP World Championship title. Marc Marquez is getting closer to clinching the 2025 MotoGP World title. And why not? The 32-year-old rider has been absolutely dominant in a season that's now approaching its halfway point. Out of the 10 rounds that have taken place so far, he's swept 6 of them, winning both the sprint and the main races. Coincidentally, Marquez's resurgence came after switching to Ducati, the manufacturer widely seen as leading the development race in the premier class of motorcycle racing. This turnaround is a stark contrast to his final season with Honda in 2023, which was filled with frustration and pessimism. At one point, Marquez even showed gestures of giving up on chasing top positions, something rarely seen from him, no matter the struggles. But everything changed when he took the bold step of joining Ducati's satellite team, Gresini. Since then, the 32-year-old has rediscovered his edge and become a true force on the track again. As a result, some argue that Marquez's success is largely thanks to riding the best-performing bike on the grid. However, former rider and now MotoGP safety advisor Loris Capirossi strongly disagrees with those doubting Marquez's talent. Right now, anyone who questions his talent, I have to say, they simply don't understand motorcycles, Capirossi told Motosprint. Marc has exceptional talent, and Ducati is the best bike out there. The two have found perfect harmony. The synergy between him and the bike is running at 100%. When everything's clicking like this, you feel more motivated, and that makes all the difference. For me, it's not surprising at all because I know just how talented Marquez really is, said the 3-time world champion. Capirossi, who delivered Ducati's first-ever MotoGP win, explained that Marquez's dominance is simply the result of his extraordinary talent. MotoGP today is putting on a great show, and it's true Marc Marquez is dominating and showing just how gifted he is, Capirossi added. He also weighed in on the current struggles of Marquez's teammate, Francesco Bagnaia. Bagnaia has been facing a tough time, unable to shine on his bike. In my opinion, Pecco doesn't need advice from anyone. He's a very smart rider who's already proven what he can do, said Capirossi. He just needs to reconnect with the bike and with himself, honestly, and get back up to speed. I'm not the one who needs to tell him what to do. He'll come back strong, no doubt, said the 9-time MotoGP race winner. This weekend, Marc Marquez will be looking to keep his momentum going as he heads into the 2025 German Grand Prix. Winning the 2025 German MotoGP isn't just a goal, it's a must for Marc Marquez. For Ducati Lenovo team rider Marc Marquez, winning the 2025 German Grand Prix isn't just a target, it's an obligation. Marquez knows he has to take full advantage of his friendship with the Sachsenring circuit to get the best possible result when the race takes place from July 11th to 13th, 2025. Marquez is famously nicknamed the Saxon King, thanks to his outstanding record at this track. Over the course of his Grand Prix career, the baby alien has claimed 11 victories here, 8 of which came in the MotoGP class. However, he hasn't won at Sachsenring since 2021. Alongside Circuit of the Americas, COTA, and Motorland Aragon, Sachsenring is one of Marquez's favorite tracks. And for good reason, its layout favors left-hand corners, which suit his riding style perfectly. The track features 13 turns, 10 of which are left-handers. Marquez currently leads the Riders' Championship with 307 points, holding a 68-point advantage over his brother, Alex Marquez. In an effort to widen his edge, Marquez feels he needs to go all out at Sachsenring. "It's going to be a weekend where I'll be way more aggressive," he said, as quoted by Crash. Marquez isn't saying this without reason. This season, he's struggled on tracks where he's usually strong, like COTA and Jerez, but delivered standout performances on circuits that typically don't suit him, like Qatar, Mugello, and Assen. Mugello and Assen, at least on paper, aren't circuits that really favor my riding style, he explained. "We managed everything as best as we could, took it step by step, didn't push too hard, and we still came away with the maximum points available. Seeing the anomaly in his performances, Marquez doesn't want the same thing to happen at Sachsenring this weekend. The 8-time world champion wants to prove he can still dominate the tracks that usually play to his strengths. At Sachsenring, it's a bit of a different story. The track really suits my riding style, and that's something I need to take full advantage of. Compared to the last few rounds, we're going to attack more, said the 32-year-old rider. Since Marquez's last win at Sachsenring in 2021, the German Grand Prix has seen 3 different winners, Fabio Quartararo in 2022. Since Marquez last won at Sachsenring in 2021, the German Grand Prix has seen a different winner each year, Fabio Quartararo in 2022, Jorge Martin in 2023, and Francesco Bagnaia last season. Now with Ducati Lenovo, the pairing of Marquez and the Desmosedici GP25 is seen as one of the most dangerous duos on the grid this season. The team believes a victory in Germany could further solidify number 93's shot at the world title. Can Marc Marquez reclaim his Sachsenring crown and extend his dominance in the 2025 MotoGP season? We'll find out this weekend in Germany.